first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 52 yards.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Number 29, the ball carrier. He's taken down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Picked up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
The running back, again, the ball.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Another carry for the run.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Number 30 on.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
David Johnson.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And they'll come out with a 3. Tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
On the carry.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
To throw is Rosen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Nothing.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the 2nd down throw on target.
Watson's pass.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Watson on 3rd down, and he finds Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. And when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 40 now on second down. Rosen going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Jets 3, Texans 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Give him 32 on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Rosen. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so you can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Crowder's got it over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to be incomplete. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. From the 3rd team now, they work on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
David Johnson.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
This defense is really around down in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to... come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Catch is made by Hurd. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Offense. Don't walk out here, man.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Walk 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Malik Jackson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, New York.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Watson's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Houston set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
30, the ball carrier.
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
57 Mike. 57 Mike. Come on, team. 80.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
57 Mike. Mike 54. Double dog. That's the way. Nice 57. 57.
Here's Rosen. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
He's brought down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Another carry.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
Jets 3.
They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
The 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
Watson's pass.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rosen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
This one into the hands of Hurd. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Crowder now to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes this out, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
New York.
To throw is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Watson looks to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They move the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
McKinney on the tackle.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the Texans' 28-yard line.
Now it's Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. On the option, here's Watson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down. Deeper. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. From the gun, Watson.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Watson's pass.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Play action, Rosen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now it's Rosen looking. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Rosen will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And no, it's incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expect?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nelson 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 11-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 14 on that one, and a first down. Here's Watson. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
The Texans take over first.
And now out comes Houston. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Over the middle here to Brown.
Rosen's pass.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Rosen's pass.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Play brings up 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
4th down, here's Rosen. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And Antonio Brown yet to get back on his feet. Apparently shaking up that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up second.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rosen to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Throwing now is Rosen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. There will be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here's Rosen, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown.
Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost, But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go.